Welcome to another video in the Life After Brady channel. Today we're going to take a look at Patriots receiver Mohamed Sanu in his 2019 season. Sanu came over from the Falcons in a mid-season trade. He was traded for a second-round pick, and unfortunately it was an injury-plagued year for him after, according to a report from Shefty and SI, he had a Week 13 high ankle injury against the Eagles and just really struggled to recover after that, forced him into off-season surgery. So we'll see what 2020 has to bring. He has 1 year remaining on his deal, $6.5 million cap hit in 2020 with no guaranteed money. That's the reason he will be competing for a roster spot when camp does open. He'll be competing, to me, for that number 2 spot behind Julian Edelman. And it'll just be a battle of whether he's that much better than N'Keal Harry, Jacoby Myers, and Damian Breer. Or is he that much better than them? Is he worth the $6.5 million, or is there a cap savings there that one of those guys that's more around $1 million is good enough to take his spot? Here's Sanu's numbers for his career. Sanu was a 9-year NFL veteran, 8-year NFL veteran. He spent his first 4 years in Cincinnati, followed up by 3 years in Atlanta, and then splitting last year with Atlanta and New England. New England, unfortunately, was his worst year, except for his first and fourth years in Cincinnati, as a rookie, and then 2015, I'm not sure what's happening there. But by and large, New England was his worst 8-game stretch, and that comes off of 2018, where it was his best stretch. He had 66 catches, 838 yards, 4 touchdowns, a very good year receiving the football, and just really dropped off in 2019. We'll see what he can bring in 2020. So as I said, he was traded mid-season after Week 7 from Atlanta, traded to the Patriots, settles in a little bit against Cleveland, has 2 catches, and then, a game that the Patriots were trailing the whole time, they really were forced to throw the football, and Sanu had his best game as a Patriot, 10 catches for 81 yards and his only touchdown in his time with the Patriots. And then, as I said, Week 11 against Philadelphia, hurt himself on a punt return is what the report is, and really from there he struggled. The target numbers show the Patriots are still trying to get in the football. We'll get into the film in a second, but clearly there was a disconnect between him and Brady, a lot of overthrows. They were trying to run him on a lot of deep over routes, in my opinion, and he just didn't have the speed or the confidence to break on those routes. Compared to when you watch the Baltimore tape, he's pretty solid, smooth out of his breaks, knows how to run them and make plays, and that just wasn't the case later on in the season. But I think that's the reason to be optimistic. A guy that you obviously had enough confidence in to trade a second-round pick for. What can he do in 2020? When he's fully recovered, a year under him, and then not the same pressure, I would say. Trying to catch balls from Tom Brady obviously is difficult for all receivers to pick up the Patriots' offense. But 2020, I expect a little bit more of a an easy go-around. You're not going to have the hard-nosed Brady in your face and the lack of confidence to get you the football. So we'll see what happens in 2020 for Mohamed Sanu. Right here, Mohamed Sanu is at the top of the screen. Going to run a little in route here. And what I love about this, he's going to come back and get the football. Too often in the N'Keal Harry film, he'll drift and go upfield. The defender being level with Sanu means he knows he has to come underneath him, go get the football, make an easier throw for your quarterback, catch it with your hands, and get upfield. And that's exactly what Sanu does here. It's not special, it's not flashy, but that's what you need is one-man routes like this. Nice clean break. Bam, come down the line, and I'm going to come in, catch the football, and get upfield. You don't need to be too complicated. Keep it nice and simple in 2020, and routes like this are important of making it easy for your quarterback to make throws and get first downs. This was not a popular play for the Patriots in 2019, and I don't expect it to be in 2020, but it's good to just have it in their back pocket. Mohamed Sanu is going to run a little 5 to 6 yard out route at the top of the screen. He is partnered with Ben Watson. Watson's at tight end. And you just need to have this play in your playbook, in my mind. You got off coverage from the corner. You got a edge rusher and a guy who's potentially going to take the flat coverage, or most likely just going to take the tight end. And with a Devin Ossie, the new tight end who's known for his vertical threats, I think you just need to have this in your playbook of, hey, we get short side of the field, let's get it out of the quarterback's hands quickly, nice easy throw. Be mindful because this can easily get undercut and be a pick six the other way. But you want a receiver that can flip his hips quickly, and get out and catch the football. That's exactly what Sanu does here. Flips his hips quickly, comes back in, gets five or 6 yards after catch, and you get a first down. And that's what you want. Nice, simple, really no slow up there, really clean route from Sanu. And obviously after this, I think he got hurt, and that's why you saw less production. But if he's healthy and can do things like this, nice, easy, smooth route, give him the football, let him make a football play, get a first down. Right here is a perfect encapsulation of why this 2019 season didn't work out. It's a great route by Sanu. Unfortunately, just doesn't work with the design of the play. This is week 9 against Baltimore, Sanu's second week with the Patriots. Sanu's in the slot to the top of the screen with Burkhead out at the top of the screen outside of him. Baltimore's in blitz. Blitz look here. Looks like man-to-man coverage straight up. Marcus Peters covering Sanu. And they're going to run a little double slant route. And Sanu does an absolutely fantastic job of setting Peters up, gets himself open, gets free. Unfortunately here, it's just the play doesn't work from design. Burkhead's going to rush in. He's going to try and get in as quickly as possible with the slant route. And Sanu really needs to do the same thing here. He needs to get in as quickly to make sure there's space between him and Burkhead. Unfortunately, his steps out free him up, but they run Peters into Burkhead, which unfortunately takes Burkhead out of the play, which is where Brady goes with the ball, and just the miscommunication is clear, and it's not pretty. So we'll take a look here. So as you can see, just they're too much on top of each other, and Peters is, Sanu has an open alley there, but Brady wasn't looking to go to Sanu because Edelman was coming in the middle, so he's looking to go to Burkhead, but Peters is able to make the play and free him up. But first let's look at Sanu's route. Does a great job setting Peters up. Peters is an inside coverage right here. Sanu's gonna attack his outside shoulder, make him turn that way, and then turn back in on his own on a slant. So perfect. Peters isn't bad. Peters has to step with them. It's a perfect throw if he's throwing to Sanu. Unfortunately, he's going to Burkhead here, and just an incompletion. Not the route you're looking for, but a good route that could work in 2020. Sanu did have one touchdown with the Patriots in 2019. Here it is against Baltimore. He's in the slot, the bottom of the screen. He's the second receiver currently with Edelman coming out. And this is what he can do. He runs a little out route. He's quick with his feet. Knows where he has to get to the 3rd and 4. Knows he has to get to the end zone. Does it. He's free. Brady makes the throw. Good catch with his hands. Nice job of catching with his hands. Doesn't let it come to his body. He's strong. Bring him in case the defender's going to make a hit here. It's a solid score. I'd like to see more of it in 2020. This is nothing special from Sanu. It's a little 6-yard out catch against Baltimore. I show you it though because in 2020, to me, the Patriots are going to have to be more creative with their quarterback situation. They don't have the talent that Tom Brady did, so you're going to have to see things like this. Right now, you got Sony Michel and Mohamed Sanu in the backfield. Sanu is in front of Michel as Michel will motion out of the backfield, and I think you're going to see things like this in 2020. It's a rare look. You're obviously passing out of it. Maybe a double throw option with Sanu in his arm, but I think you'll see weird looks like this in 2020 just to give defenses a little different look. Nice, easy throws for the quarterback. Don't make it too complicated. Just if it's there, throw it to him. If it's not there, throw it over his head and get 6 yards. So I think you could see things like this, and Sanu does have the versatility to do that for the Patriots. It's come out this offseason that Mohamed Sanu was injured at the end of last season. It's hard to exactly tell, but to me you can kind of tell here. He's clearly unsure of himself. He's not really sure what to do with his body, how he wants to attack offenders. He's also run a lot of deep over routes in this game, which, for an injured guy, that's a hard route to run. You want to run that at full speed and be at your abilities because you're going to impact defenders and you have to attack them with leverage. And so Sanu's right here. He's the second receiver in. He's going to run a little deep over route. And he just doesn't know how to attack 21 here. The guy's not in press coverage. It's the 2020 NFL. He's not going to get lit up or something like that. But he's not sure if he wants to hit him with a move, whether he wants to rip through him, and therefore he just kind of stumbles, by him, and then unfortunately stumbles into his break, which doesn't affect the play at all, but it's sloppy, and that's what hopefully will get cleaned up in 2020. So here, he's got an in route, so to me you just rip through or keep your outside shoulder as clean as possible and get through him. He doesn't, just kind of stumbles. He's never going to get the football because the safety or the middle linebacker has dropped back and he's sitting right in the hole right there where Sanu's going. But, just there's no shore of where he's going, and unfortunately it affects the play. It does not affect the play as Harry makes the play on the opposite side of the field. To me, this perfectly encapsulates the 2019 season, how it ended so poorly. Sanu is the top receiver at the top of the screen. The outside receiver got a little mesh concept with the tight end, 83. Miami's blitzing, so Brady just has to get rid of it. Hits Sanu right in the hands. Unfortunately, at this time, he's dealing with a high ankle injury and just drops it. Obviously, his ankle is a long way from his hands, and to add insult to injury, gets knocked over as he drops it. But, this is just ugly, and there's no reason to think this won't be better in 2020. Sanu is not the type of receiver that's going to keep dropping these. Clearly just, was not right at the end of the season, and it dropped balls like this, which was depicting the Patriots offense at the time. If we're going to show you the bad with Sanu to end the 2019 season, we have to show you some of the good. Here he is. He's going in motion. It's going to end up being the 3 receiver. It's 3rd and 5, and predictably he's going to run an out route here, which unfortunately the Dolphins defense knows and does a good job reacting to. But Sanu makes a fantastic catch here. Nice one-handed grab. Brings it into his body for the catch. Unfortunately, well short of the first down because the defenders does a great job attacking him as he goes. Never threatens his. Sanu never really threatened him. The tight end, because the Patriots had no timing in 2019, is at 2 yards instead of 4 yards, so the defender's able to easily get around him. And the defender's going to make a nice play here, but Sanu does a nice job catching the football, and that's the reason to be optimistic to me for 2020. The guy can make one-handed catches like this. No reason to think, with an improved tight end and an improved flow of the offense in 2020 that things can't be a little bit better.